All right, we got Jeff here from Vermont. You gonna go get one tonight?
Only if I see one.
You get him. Where are you setting up at? Sitting in an oak flat?
Wherever the X takes me.
He's going to the X. Somebody may have sent him an X, huh?
Somebody sent me an X.
Does he know what he's doing?
Me?
To the guy who sent you the X?
I hope so.
What if he's setting you up to see some raccoons or something?
I'm going there. And I will not shoot the
Hey,
raccoons.
you can't show that on YouTube.
Oh no.
Now I'm gonna have people scouting my spots.
Oh, I will not shoot the raccoons. Will not shoot the raccoons. We're going rifle hunting tonight.
look at this guy. Got the Garmin. I think we know who's getting a deer tonight, and it's not me.
I went bet on that.
You ready for these Michigan monsters, Jeff? They're like 200 inches behind every tree here.
I could be in Vermont and shoot a 70-inch deer, but we'll see. We'll see.
You'll be lucky to see a 70-inch deer tonight.
Probably. I just want to see a few deer.
Hey, at least you remembered your broadheads. I gotta go get my broadheads.
I don't know how I'm gonna hang my bow on the tree stand, but I got a screw went into it.
Perfect.
We'll see if it works.
Good luck. I gotta go get broadheads.
All right. Later.
All right, guys. It's like 1,000 degrees. I'm out here in my water shoes, my latest Osteo attire, and we are going to swing for the fences tonight. This is my first time out for the season. It is Friday, so I think, pretty sure this is the 3rd. I'll have to look. First, second, yeah, today's the 3rd. First night out, 1,000 degrees. Everything is crazy dry and crunchy. So, I've been getting some decent pictures up until 2 days ago. Shocker. But, we'll see. I've been in Wisconsin, so I just got home and me and Jeff are heading out here. So, stay tuned. Looks like Jeff is following directions properly, going to the X. So, alright, let's get it. That's fresh. That's really fresh. Like, stinky fresh. We're almost there. There's my sign. We're close enough. We're gonna hold up here. Well, we did it. So we're set up here. I didn't get in as deep as I would like to do, or thought I would like to, but I had that doe at about 75, 80 yards walking across. So that told me what I need to know. And that's why you gotta come in slow like this, guys. Because I was just looking, all I caught was her ear flickering. So I stopped and watched, and sure as heck there was a deer, and she was moving across. And she was moving with the wind at her back. But if the bucks are in here tonight, they're gonna be bedded past her another 60 to 100 yards on this point. And I got a big acorn tree right here behind me. That big tree right there. Dropping acorns. I've heard it raining while I've been sitting here setting up. So I feel pretty good about this, guys. The wind's right. So what I did here is the wind is coming straight from there. So you can see over my shoulder here. And I set this tree up between me and where I can shoot. I'm a lefty, so this tree will be just off right there on my strong side. I can shoot all out here on the strong side. I can shoot from sitting down if I have to. I like to do that if possible. Because just in case, like, you could be sitting here and look over and there'd be a deer there, but that won't be the case tonight with this loud. Hey guys, we got a deer coming right here. We got one coming. Guys, we got deer moving out here. I'm gonna get ready. That's a doe. There's another doe coming in behind her. Had a doe group go through of about 5 does. They're still walking through right here. They're on the far side of this finger, which is not uncommon, but I don't expect the bucks to do that. I expect the bucks and the deer to be on this side of the finger. So I was just looking. There's a couple old historical rubs opened up in here, so that's a plus, and it's all on this side. I was kind of glassing over on that side. I didn't see any rubs, so we're looking good, and it looks like most of them are going to be coming from off of this point here, so I'll be able to get a shot off over in here before they get my wind. My wind is blown over there. So that's all shot opportunity. And this is all shot opportunity. Good about this, guys. I haven't even been here 15 minutes and already having deer all over, so I'm in the zone. It's not even 6 o'clock yet, so this is good. Sounds like a combine just pulled in the field. It sounds like it might be across the road. I don't think they're going to be starting this corn already. I know there's a bean field right across the road, so they're probably opening up that bean field, so alright. We're in it. 6:25. We still have about an hour left. That 2.5-year-old just moved through. Has about 60 yards, 65 yards. We just need his dad to do the same thing, but a little bit over this way. I bet you these rubs through here are probably his dad's. He's probably sending him out as a sacrificial deer. So, we're gonna wait for him. I didn't get much footage of him. I think that was a shooter. He came in from the corn and like hooked in. And then there was a doe over there, and for some reason he kind of bumped that doe and was following her. I was spending more time in the rangefinder trying to see what he was, but that was a nice buck. I think that might have been a shooter. All right, folks, round two. Hey, we didn't close out last night. What'd you end up seeing last night, Jeff?
2 bucks and 2 does. I saw 5 deer total. So saw 2 going in, 1 buck for the stand, and 2 does from the stand.
Sweet. So we're going in. He's gonna relocate a little bit tonight. He's gonna get closer to the field corner down on the west end, and I'm gonna move about 30 yards. 30, 40 yards a little bit to the west and see what happens. All right, well, had to do the old squirrel running fight attack to get in here. That 2.5-year-old 8-point and that 1.5-year-old like 6 or 8-point were already in here when I got here. And I scanned around, looked real good. I sat there for about 10 minutes watching them. And I didn't see the buck that I'm in here after. And I figured he was, back farther down the point here. And I can do a squirrel call with my mouth. So I just started doing my squirrel call and I just took off running into the woods here. And they hardly even looked at me. They just kind of took off running. And luckily they didn't go running down the point. They took off into the corn. So I wouldn't doubt if they don't try circling around on me or coming back in here. But yeah. Risk versus reward, guys. If I would have tried sneaking in here, they would have probably blown and blew out of here and known what was going on. But they didn't see me. They just heard something crashing running through the woods and squirrel, and they probably looked over and seen me, but they probably didn't have a clue what's going on. So they just took out of here. They didn't blow nothing. They just took off. So that's what I want. But we're set up in here. I ended up moving about 50 yards over and a little bit more to the north of where I was last night. So there's a chance some does could come in earlier first and get downwind of me. But they followed this corner over here pretty good last night. Those does did. So once again, risk versus reward. I'll be able to get a shot at him before he gets my wind over here to my left, and then to my right is obviously my strong side. Look at that convergence of trails right there, guys. So when I was walking in here to get set up, I walked about the last 10 feet after they were gone. I seen a couple rubs on some trees that are waist high, and they are facing to the south, which means he's coming from the south like he did the other night. So I feel good, guys. I really do. If he went back and bedded up in there this morning, we got a really good shot at this. If he does the same exact thing he did last night, as long as I don't mess it up, we're good. But they're deer, they're wild, and they don't always do the same thing. So let's see what happens. I'm hoping that if they do follow that corn, there's an opening right here they might come in on, and I can shoot to the corn right there. So I feel good. Wish I didn't have to do what I did with them and make as much noise as I did, but like I said, risk versus reward. I was already in here. I was going for it, so let's see what happens. See if it pays off. That's the danger zone tonight, guys. I'm blowing right at that big oak. My wind's blowing right into here. But I got all that right there. Obviously all this is upwind, so I'm hoping, like I said, that those does come in here, follow the edge of the corn and cut up through here. Alright, we're gonna let her settle down here. dodged a bullet right there. By the time they get my wind, they're going to be a good ways that way. They're doing the same thing they did last night, though. Man, I hope he's back there. Still zoomed in, I forgot. I hope I got it all. That is a cool looking deer. That's a cool looking deer. He had that palmation and everything. I said, we're sending it, baby. Yeah. He's down right over there. We smoked him. I hope it got on camera. Hang on, I still got these bucks over here. sticks up. I mean, it's not even. He's cool. I really wanted to shoot a buck with some character this year. And he's got character. I'm pretty sure he's got a spike sticking up out of his head too or something I see. Alright guys, figure I'll show you real quick before I tear down. I had the step here, then I had this step on this other tree, and I had to stand on this tree. So you can see I had the trees behind, in between me. I had the platform facing out this way. I was using those for cover, and plus these trees got cover on them. Got that low branch there. And this pace this out here. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the long blood. This is right at impact, guys. At impact. Not even one step. Here's step number 2. There is just spraying all over. Thank you, Lord. What a year. What a year, guys. Some of you might not know, well, probably most all of you, but we just had an auction. We sold off our entire estate, and we have an accepted offer on our house and farm, and we are just putting a lot of other things in God's hands. This is all by choice, 100 by choice. We're actually calling it Operation Freedom. We kind of want to detach from the system and the American dream, and we don't want to have to answer to nobody anymore. So we are doing some short-term sacrifices for the next probably 2 years, roughly, for what we have calculated to be set for the rest of our life, hopefully. This is all in theory, but I owe everything to Jesus. I really do. The gifts he's given me to be able to do this consistently, and I've never really fit in, guys. That is a nice buck. Is that the one I came in after? What deer is that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's just standing there. I'm serious. I mean, like I said, I've never really fit in. Probably for the better. I've never drank. I've never done drugs. I don't have anything against it. It's just something I've never done. I've seen how it changes people at times and whatnot, and I just didn't want anything to do with that. I've always just been out here in the woods. I can never get enough of this. I bat and swing 1,000 times to hit this one home run. Everybody thinks it's easy, and the reason I got to this point of being somewhat consistent is by swinging 1,000 times and missing and learning. When I come in here into these spots, I've just messed it up so many times. I kind of
you get this like sixth sense, for lack of a better term. You can start to feel it. It's like a vibration or something. Like, I don't know, guys, it's gonna sound crazy no matter what I try to say. It's something, if you want it, you got to go get it, and you can't be afraid to fail. You got to fail over and over and over and over to get to this few opportunities we have. And when you fail, you learn. And you're like, man, next time when I see these rubs get really close together as I'm going down this point to work in, maybe that's where I need to stop, because the next 10 steps could bump him up out of his bed or wherever he's at or whatever's going on, because this is where he is stopping before he comes out. You know, it's little things like that that you just learn to pick up on. And then, like I said, you can feel the vibe. I've acquired a sixth sense about it. There's no way to describe it. It's going to sound crazy, but I promise you it's real. When people say to blend in the woods, they're not talking about camo and all this other stuff, guys. It's your vibe. They can feel it. Call me crazy all you want. When you're positive out here and you're happy and you're at peace, you're not in kill mode, you're not thinking negatively, they can feel that. They can sense it. 100% convinced on it. And this year, I said I want to have fun, I want to make memories, I want to shoot a unique buck, and that is a unique buck. And guess what? I get to get the memories with friends and everything, because we have our friends here from Vermont. Was not passing this up. So, appreciate you guys watching all the time. Sorry I'm rambling on here, but there's just a lot going on. And if you want something, you got to go get it. That's all there is to it. Fail. Fail, fail, fail. Over and over. And be happy about it. Because you learned. And then next time you apply it. And every time you do it, it just gets easier and easier and easier. That's all I can say. There's no silver bullet on this stuff, guys. There's not. There's no smoking gun. There's no scent control. Look at this. There's no scent control. You're never beating a deer's nose. Period. End of story. Not gonna happen, guys. God made these animals to be the ultimate survivalist. You gotta play the wind. You know, but at the same time, if you got to put on all that scent lock and do all that stuff because it gives you the confidence to get out here and take a swing at it, go for it, guys. If it gives you that's all you're looking for out here is confidence. And every time I come in the woods, I have the confidence I'm going to kill something. I think positively. And then when I don't, you know, like last night was the first hunt of the year. I had them does walking in. I wanted to get to this point yesterday, but I just couldn't with the way the deer were moving and everything. Plus the wind was the same wind it was tonight. And I thought they were going to use that parallel trail on that side of the finger to, you know, keep most of the wind at their advantage, but they just beelined through here. So I observed, I seen, I moved, I acted. Here we are. You can't be afraid to move. You got to be mobile. You have to be mobile, guys. So anyway, like I said, I'm rambling on. Sorry. There's some good stuff in there, guys. The main thing is have fun, be positive. The guys that go out there and get stressed out and mad and struggle all season, ask me how I know. I was the worst. Had to have the big buck, had to have that. Those were the worst 2 seasons of my entire career. You go look at my wall, empty for those years. Empty. Back to the vibe check, guys. So, anyway, I'm going to start getting up to the house. And we're going to have some fun tonight.
Here.
All right, Jeff, what's the report?
Report is pretty minimal. We got a whopping 1 doe spotting. And yourself?
I managed to get an arrow in one.
Is he dead?
Well, we're going to go find out. At 4 yards, I hope so.
4 yards?
4 yards.
Why'd you let him get so far away?
Yeah, right? No, there's blood everywhere. I'm pretty sure I saw him fall. Alright, well, we wanted to enjoy the night here, and we didn't do much videoing once we got out there. We got on the blood trail and just had fun and was talking, found him, walked right up on him. Good shot. And, yeah, I'm still kind of speechless. He's got an injury here on his foot, opposite side of this right here. Never seen this deer before. Caught me off guard. I seen this coming in and then he had this palmation and tall, and he's a good buck. I'll take it. But right over here, look at his foot. So you see this here is on this side of the antler. Look at this. Can you see it there? Yeah, I mean it is swollen and bad, and he's really skinny here in the back. You can see his backbone right through here. You can see his hips. So I feel really good about harvesting this deer and getting him out of there, because he would have had a rough go. So, but thanks for joining me in the woods tonight. This was fun. Got one down. Abigail got baptized today, and we had her party. So this has been a good day.
Nobody I know.